right, so much for those storylines. Sean McVay, his next call will not be in the broadcast booth. Aaron Donald is not retiring after his career and his legacy was completed. First of all, Aaron Donald with his shirt off is just unfair. I told you, our resemblances are from the chin up, not even the neck up. I ain't got nothing on his neck either. And listen, yeah, he was a little inebriated, as he admitted. But, you know, I think there's, like I said, when Von Miller talked about it being addictive, it's like once you get a taste, it's kind of hard to quit this thing, you know, as most players would tell you that have won. Unless he's just over football and completely beat up and can't do it. But his work ethic and his body of work, his body literally would suggest that that's not the case. So I take him at his word because a drunk man speaks a sober man's thoughts. They want him and McVay.
Okay, right. Or you say some things while drinking that when they tell you, you know what you said last night? You say, I said that? For real? I did? I don't know. Look, and this is why, Mike, this comes back to these public proposals. So basically, Sean McVay tried to get a yes, a public yes, public pressure yes out of Aaron Donald. Oh, Sean McVay just tapped me on my shoulder.
When he hasn't even committed fully. When he hit him with a we'll see. When it comes to his situation,
Right. Okay, you want to run it back? I'm at a party. I ain't trying to talk about business right now. I got my shirt off. I got a bottle of something nice.
There wasn't a time or a place.
Right. It's like my second or third. It's my second or third bottle of something nice. And here you are trying to get a commitment out of me. We had a party. We was having a good time. Yeah. It's like you at a party, and people want to come up to you and talk to you about, you know, brother from another.
They want my take, like I'm a jukebox.
Yeah.
They want my take. Like, bro, I'm off the clock right now, bro.
Right now,
no,
man.
I don't
right now,
mind.
just
I don't mind. I'm flattered. I'm honestly flattered.
I am flattered. But you say, Mike, real quick, tell me about James Harden. Like, you over there, man, you got something. You dancing to the words. You got a drink in your hand.
Well done.
Come on. I think it's
so you still think it's in question?
Still fluid
situation? Yeah. Well, okay.
It's still fluid.
Money talks, though. Money talks. And maybe that's what this is really about. I told you I was skeptical as to whether or not Aaron Donald was leveraging retirement for a raise.
How much money was that?
Well, I think he's the 30th highest defensive player in the league by one metric. Look, man, here's all I know.
Here's another metric. Here's another metric I know. He's due $55 million. It's technically not guaranteed. It is guaranteed because it's Aaron Donald. They're not going to cut him. They're not going to. It's guaranteed.
That's not. If I'm him, that's not how I'm looking at it. If there is an individual that does not play quarterback who is paid higher than me, y'all need to remedy that. Okay? He should have been co-MVP in the Super Bowl. Take it back to Super Bowl 12. Okay?
I agree.
Should have been co-MVPs. Yes. All right. He is the best player in the league, regardless of position. But I get it. We pay quarterbacks more. All right. There's whether it's average per year, 30? Whether it's 2022 cash, at least 30. Yeah, because I think T.J. Watt's at 28. So $30 million a year is what he needs to be making. Whatever his 2022 cash payout needs to be, total value more than Khalil Mack, whatever it needs to be. Make this man the highest paid player. If that's what we're really talking about, that negotiation should have already happened. As a matter of fact, there is no negotiation.
I agree.
Exactly. This is not even a conversation if that's it. So that's why I was skeptical as to whether or not, A, he would be leveraging retirement to get a raise, because it shouldn't take all that. If anything, hold out. But B, does he really have to threaten retirement to get a raise out of the Rams? Are you kidding me? If that's what this is about, this should be an open and shut case.
Okay, that's why I doubt that this is about that. Because it's your franchise guy. It's Aaron Donald. I don't know who his agent is. I'm guessing he doesn't represent himself. What his agent really say to him? Hey, Aaron, you got to really, if you want to get paid, you're going to have to play this retirement game to get their attention. I just have a hard time with that. I don't think so. I think
Right.
he's in a different.
So we agree that the retirement, any retirement thoughts are independent of that. So we agree that retirement thoughts, if he's having them, are legitimate. Like
I think so.
Yeah.
I do believe that because Aaron Donald is the most important player on your roster, the number one player for the LA Rams. If I'm ranking him, 99
that's not even an argument. He's the best player in the league. That's not even an argument. That's not even a hot take. It's not even a hot take. That's universal.
So you take care of him. So you take care of him. You won't even have to wait. There's no contract dispute.
So Matthew Stafford, who's also underpaid, has not retired. And so let me say something to you. The other day on Monday.
Thank you.
When I gave you the business.
I agree with you already. The way you started.
Well, I got to come at you first. I got to come at you though first. I got to come back at you. And not only this from this standpoint. On Monday, when I came at you about Matthew Stafford, you were like, hey, it wasn't me. Oh yeah, no, I didn't like the trade. No, I didn't think he was an upgrade over Jared Goff. But it wasn't me. I just liked Jason Johnson's text. I didn't agree with it. A retweet wasn't an endorsement. I just laughed at the jokes about Stafford. I didn't call him Pat Stafford or Stat Patford. That wasn't me. So, and you said to me, if I recall, that I was making a straw man argument or red herring, or I was talking about some boogeyman that didn't really exist. And I said, you'll be a proxy. So when I was talking about y'all, I was talking about the Richard Shermans of the world, okay? So I'm sure you haven't missed it because his tweets went viral. Richard Sherman was like, there is no measuring stick that makes Stafford a Hall of Famer other than playing in the most passer-happy decade in NFL history. Inflated numbers make every QB that starts 10 and a half years a Hall of Famer. He had this whole thread. About Stafford as a Hall of Famer. I'm not sure what prompted it. From him. He went on, to tweet, anybody could be I think it was Michael Robinson.
Yeah.
I think it was Michael Robinson from NFL Network, former teammate. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Michael Robinson may have prompted it, saying that Stafford's numbers back up his Hall of Fame argument.
Yeah.
Apparently Dan Orlovsky did it as well. I'm not going to talk about, he says he's going to talk about it on the podcast. I guess he hasn't done it yet. But the Hall of Fame bar is incredibly low now, like a participation trophy. No all-decade team, no all-pro, no MVP, one Pro Bowl, not even MVP at a Super Bowl, never considered the best in any year he played. At least Matt Ryan has an MVP. Go ahead. I'll give you my take, but go ahead. I'll finish my thought, but it feels like you want to jump in here. Go ahead.
I told you, I agree with the way you started off. If you just take out like your just unprompted, unwarranted,
I'm still coming at
unfair attack on me. But I do like the way you started, because this is what I've learned this year. I've learned that you can't make just a definitive closing argument on somebody who's still in progress. This show's still in progress. So Richard, what are you talking about? He's not a Hall of Famer. Maybe not right now, but I don't know where his career is. Is his career 90%
What if he goes back to back? What if he goes back to back? What if they run him back and he wins it again?
What if he wins the MVP? What if he's the Super Bowl MVP the next time they win it, if they win it again? Does he play 5 more years? Does he play 7 more years? I don't know. He's 34. Does he play until he's 41?
Where do his numbers end up?
What do those numbers look like? What do the Pro Bowls look like? So it's just too early. And the Hall of Fame bar is not low. The conversation, there are a couple of conversations. Maybe if you're on the outer ring of the Hall of Fame conversation, depends on who you're talking to. But as you get closer and you're really determining who makes the Hall of Fame, the bar actually is just the opposite. The bar is high because we saw who was elected to the Hall of Fame. Very worthy candidates, all of them.
And we saw who didn't get in. Right.
There's some guys on the cutting room floor. You say, wow, he should be a Hall of Famer.
With all due respect to Michael Robinson, with all due respect to Dan Orlovsky, or even Julian Edelman, he said 50,000 yards, Super Bowl, first year with a capable team. Give this man his flowers. He's a Hall of Famer. Arm talent is the best that we've ever seen in terms of arm talent. With all due respect to them, right now, Matthew Stafford is not a Hall of Famer in my book right now. So it's like, where's all this coming from when he's not retiring and he's still got his career left? But here's why I'm coming at you. And here's my issue with you and Richard Sherman. And this is the problem, because I can't say it better than Kelly Stafford said it. And she encapsulated everything that I felt about this.
I'm not linking arms with Richard Sherman. You can say
no, but you're guilty of what Kelly Stafford is talking about. So you're right. Whoever you are, you're right. Matthew Stafford can't win. Ellipses. With y'all. With some of y'all. With a lot of y'all. Here's what Kelly Stafford said, and I couldn't say it any better. I'll back up, I'll piggyback, but this is what he said. Can y'all just let him enjoy this? It went from Matthew can't win to Matthew can't win against winning teams to Matthew can't win big games to Matthew can't win playoff games to Matthew can't win at all. And now the debate on the Hall of Fame. We shouldn't be talking about the Hall of Fame because he isn't done playing this game. If you don't believe he is a Hall of Famer, I can't wait for him to prove you wrong in this remaining years, just like he did in 1 year to everyone who said all of the things listed above. So let's table this talk until he actually retires. Thank you. And thank you, Kelly Stafford, because that's been my issue with Matthew Stafford. Richard Sherman and the rest of y'all made up your mind about what he is or isn't, despite the fact that he's got as many fourth quarter comebacks and as many fourth quarter game winning drives as anybody in the NFL since he entered the NFL in 2009. Despite the fact that he often played without a running game and without a defense, and yeah, he had one of the greatest receivers of all time in Calvin Johnson. But everybody decided what Matthew Stafford was in Detroit. Y'all decided what he was when Les Snead traded for him. F them picks. Traded for him because people like you, Michael Holley, said that he wasn't even an upgrade over Jared frickin' Goff.
You don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need to do that.
Did you not say that? Did you not say that?
Let me go
And
condescending.
so your skepticism throughout this season and into the playoffs was rooted in the fact that here's who Matthew Stafford is, and nothing he did could change his mind. As a matter of fact, I'll put it to you like this, Michael Holley. I'll put it to you like this, Michael Holley. You think Matthew Stafford was a black quarterback or a black coach even, the way y'all move the damn goalpost all the time on him. I mean, it's unbelievable how the dude can't win with y'all. He can't win with y'all. Thank you, Kelly Stafford.
Hey.
Y'all move the goalpost. He can't do this, he can't do that. Then when he does it, oh, well, he was on a good team. Which one is it? Which one is it?
Hold on. Let me tell you something. I gotta pause. I gotta pause and applaud because that black coaches moved the field goal, moved the goalpost line. You remember on Black Thoughts? Remember on Black Thoughts freestyle? At one point, Funkmaster Flex looked at Earn back then on ones and twos and went, bars. He was like, bars. Ooh, that was a bar. That was dope. Now, even though that was dope, you're just so wrong. I will not be on Richard Sherman's train. When I saw it, it was off-putting to me.
But it's consistent with what I'm talking about, though.
Because no, it's not. Because
it's consistent with what I'm talking about.
The problem is, right word. I'm glad you said it's consistent with what you're talking about because I've been inconsistent on this. I started off saying all those things about Matthew Stafford, but the information, you got to be a real stubborn, just like immovable, irrational person not to change your position. Once you see the dude do his thing. Yeah. Once he got to the Rams and that team started off 7-1.
41 touchdowns.
They dipped a little bit. He threw his touchdown passes. He fit into the team seamlessly, and he did the job in the postseason, including that final drive. You can say whatever you want. Oh, referees got flag happy.
You know what a G you gotta be? You know what a G you gotta be to throw a no-look pass on the game-winning drive in the Super Bowl?
No-look pass. It was unbelievable what he did there. And here's another thing. I want to give credit not only to Matthew Stafford, not only to Odell Beckham Jr., because at the beginning of the season, if you'd said Odell Beckham Jr. and Matthew Stafford will be key contributors to a championship team, that would have drawn a lot of laughs, not necessarily from 55% of Americans, but maybe 40 or 45%, and 75% of Detroit. I don't know. But I also want to give credit to Sean McVay, because we're talking about all the stars on the roster. You got to be a special kind of coach to speak to them all, to get them all to play for you.
Well, they're special people, too.
First.
But they're also special team-oriented people, despite their lofty star status, too.
This was a first, whether you think so or not. This was a first all-star, quickly assembled, in some cases, on the fly. We're going to change it up. All-star team that was built to win a quick championship and actually did it. All-star team.
Yeah.
I'm not counting Tampa Bay because Tom Brady came in.
They had a lot in place, and then Brady came.
They had a lot of things in play.
A lot of homegrown. No, you want to as we go to break.
Trade for your quarterback. Trade for your
shout out to this guy,
linebacker.
I'm calling up Les Snead. I need a F them pick shirt. That's right. Flex on them, Les. Flex on them. And he said, you know what? He said it today. You know what? I'm using them picks to win more Super Bowls. I'm sure they had people in his orbit, fellow GMs, people whispering, oh, this is not how you build a team. I'm sure he read it. I'm sure he heard it. That guy, as much as anybody, as much as Stafford, Odell, anybody that was doubted deserves. Yeah. People thought he was crazy for giving up all those picks. Well, they got him a ring. Mission accomplished.
Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.